Good day, everybody. Welcome to game number two in the Connie Mack League Championship series between Puerto Rico and Cuba. Puerto Rico took a 1-0 series lead when they scored 4 runs in the seventh, highlighted by a 3-run home run by Roberto Clemente, his first of the playoffs, to take a 6-4 win. We're looking to take a second game on the road. They're going to throw Jose Berrios, who went 3-3 with a 4.07 ERA. El Duque is coming on in here. He's 1-0 this postseason in 16 innings with a 1.69 ERA. And Cuba looking to bounce back after a disappointing game one. No win today, so the elements are not at play. Top of the order, we'll see Francisco Lindor, Roberto Alomar, and Roberto Clemente. Now we'll get this game going here, as hopefully we'll see a good game here. We did the last one. Here's a ground ball. The second, Gurriel will fire the first to pick up the first out of the game. Alomar drove in a run in the seventh, sort of highlight the inning, the 4-run inning. He now has a home run and 4 RBIs, and starting to get his bat the power portion of his bat around. He's always been able to hit very well. Here's a 1-1, drives it the other way. There's a base hit, so line shot the other way, and there's a 1-out single. Roberto Clemente with a big 3-run homer. He's batting 340 this postseason. The 1-1, the 1-0, the throw to second. Nice throw by Grandal. That's out number two. The 3-1 to Clemente. Weak pop-up. It'll be caught by Palmero. That'll end the inning. Nothing across for Puerto Rico. Cuba comes up to hit. Gurriel batting just 213 with a home run and 2 RBIs. Robert, then Oliva. As long as they're able to keep the first two batters off the base paths, they'll make it a lot easier. Berrios came in after Pinero was struggling in the rotation. It was a ground ball. Lindor scoops it up and fires the first for the first out of the inning. 288 for Robert with 2 homers, 4 RBIs. This is the 1-1. Only able to get these two runners off, it'll make it a little bit less difficult when they face Oliva and Palmero. They can sort of pitch around them. Oliva drove in his ninth run yesterday with a single. 5 homers, 9 RBIs, and 362 batting average. Weak ground ball right to but he moves slowly. Berrios makes the throw, not in time, and an infield hit. Ball was caught on a backhand. I stumbled a bit, made the throw, and Oliva just hustled down the line. A runner at first now. Palmero, who ripped an RBI double last game, he continues to hit the ball well at 6 homers and 13 RBIs. Weak pop-up right to Delgado to end the inning. So despite the infield hit by Oliva, it is of no consequence. And we now go to the top of the second. Delgado, Gonzalez, and Rodriguez. Juan Gonzalez would have ripped the home run. Put Puerto Rico on the scoreboard. The catcher, Grandal, picks up a weakly hit ball, throws it to first for the out. Well, that was Delgado. Now this is Gonzalez. Here's the 3-2. Drives it the other way. It has a base hit. So we're noticing some good swings by Gonzalez, hitting the ball well, but especially on occasion, hitting the ball right for base hits. Ivan Rodriguez, 333 batting average so far this postseason. There's a 2-1. Weak pop-up to the third baseman, Perez, to pick up the second out. Mike Lowell with 2 homers and 6 RBIs this postseason has played very well defensively. There's another weak pop-up. This will go to Alomar, or actually to Gurriel to end the inning. Bottom of the second now. Yordan Alvarez, Tony Perez, and Bert Capaneris. Alvarez yesterday And an RBI single. Caballeros had a sacrifice fly. Here's the 1-2. Swung out a missed. Nice pitch by Berrios. Perez, 11 of 49. Drives at the left. It is caught by Gonzalez. Berrios did not pitch well last game, last start. Looking to make amends here. Campaneris. Ground ball to short. Lindor will make the throw to end the inning. Beltran, then Berrios, then Lindor. Beltran ripped his first home run of the playoffs last game, and he's looking to sort of turn around after a tough regular season and a very poor playoff. A weak pop up to the shortstop Campaneris for the first out. A pitch to Berrios from El Duque. Swung on a miss on a curveball, strike 3. Lindor, the 0-1. Drives it to right center. That's a base hit. He's on with a single. Alomar singled the opposite field the last time. There's a 2-2. Drives it to center, but this will be playable for Robert to end the inning. Nothing across for Puerto Rico as we go down to the bottom of the third. Grandal, El Duque, and Gurriel. The 1-2 to Grandal. Swung on and missed. Nice slider for strike 3. The 1-2 to the pitcher, El Duque. Got him. Fastball. Pitch to Gurriel. The 1-0. Ground ball to first. Delgado will throw to Berrios to end the inning. And through 3 innings, no score. As both pitchers have been pitching really well here through the first 3 innings. Here's Clemente, then Delgado, then Gonzalez. The 1-1 to Clemente. Drives it to center. Caught by Robert for the first out. Carlos Delgado, weak pop-up last inning. Here's a drive the other way to left field, but this will be played before Alvarez for the second out. Juan Gonzalez, single to right his last time. Drives it to right field, high and deep at the track. And Oliva catches it for the final out. 1-2-3 inning. Here comes Cuba. Robert, Oliva, and Palmeiro. The 3 to Robert, and he walks him. The 0-2 to Oliva. Drives it to center as a base hit. First and second. Nobody out, so that walk. Non-help matters. Here is Palmeiro for 1, but with 2 runners on, nobody out, and Berrios in his first bit of trouble here. The 3-1. They're going to walk him to load the bases. Here comes Jordan Alvarez with the bases full. The 0-1. And a wild pitch. That'll score a run. A wild pitch to score Robert. So make it 1-0. Second and third, nobody out. The 3-2 to Alvarez. Ground ball right at the second baseman, who's playing inside the lip of the infield. And there's the first out of the inning. Runners a second and third, 1 down for Perez. There's the 1-2. Ground ball to first. What a play. Outstanding play by Delgado. Step on a bag, nobody moves. Here's Campaneris 0 for 1. Ground ball to short. Fires to first. What a nice play by Lindor. Cuba picks up a run, however. They could have been a lot worse. Bases low, nobody on. They come out with a run, they'll take it. Here's Rodriguez, Lowell, and Beltran. The 1-0 to Rodriguez. Ground ball to second. Gurriel will fire to Palmeiro for out number 1. Mike Lowell's 0 for 1. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to third. Perez will fire to Palmeiro out number 2. Beltran over 1. He's first ball hitting. He blasts it high. It is deep and it's gone again. Carlos Beltran rips his second home run in as many days. And he has made it a. That wasn't Beltran. It is Carlos Beltran. And Beltran with a solo homer, his second of the playoffs, has tied the ball game at 1. Berrios. Ground ball to right, a base hit. And Berrios is on. Top of the order comes up. Lindor, 1 for 2 today. Ground ball to second. Alomar to first to end the inning, but not before. Carlos Beltran ripping a homer to deep right to tie the ball game. This game's tied at 1 as we go to the bottom of the 5th with the Yasmani Grandal, Orlando Hernandez, and then Lourdes Gurriel Jr. coming up and hit. The 2-2 to Grandal. Struck him out looking. Nice changeup to freeze him. The 0-2 to El Duque. Got him. Fast sinker inside corner for strike 3. The 1-2 to Gurriel. Ground ball to short. Lindor picks up the out in a 1-2-3 inning. Puerto Rico with momentum here. Alomar, Clemente, and Delgado. Alomar singled his first time up. There's a 2-2. Ground ball to second. Gurriel will throw to Palmeiro for the out. So he's getting those ground balls, but kept it low and in where Beltran liked it and paid for it with a home run. Clemente, the 2-0. Drives it to center. Got him. At number 2. Delgado's 0 for 2, and he's really been on a struggling tear here. Here's a 2-1. Drives it to right. There's a base hit. He needed that. Gonzalez, 1 for 2 today, would have hit the right field. Drives it high. It is deep. No doubt about it. It is gone. And Gonzalez with his second home run in as many games, his third of the postseason. And the one thing we were talking about in this series was the fact that Puerto Rico needed to get their home run bats going if they were had a chance to win. Well, not only that, that's exactly what's happened. Puerto Rico scored 3 home runs in the first game. They've hammered 2 in the second, and they now have a 3-1 lead. Ivan Rodriguez, the 2-1 pitch to him, drives it to right field into the right field corner, turns the bag of first on his way to second and makes it with a double. 8 hits given up now by El Duque. The 0-1 to Mike Lowell. Drives it to left field. This will be playable for Alvarez. That will end the inning, but not before they score another 2 runs. And the home run ball playing a factor. A big 2-run homer to make it 3-1. And he took one the other way and he just drilled it. Robert, Oliva, and Palmeiro. Berrios 5 innings so far, and he's holding his own. The 1-0. High, deep, no doubt about it. It is gone. And a leadoff homer for Luis Robert as they strike back with a solo homer of his own. and it's 3-2. Here's Oliva. Drives it the other way. There's a base hit. Palmeiro, the 1-2, drives it to left field. Out number 1. So it's a 3-2 game now. Bottom of the 6th. The 2-2, and he struck him out. Nice pitch to Alvarez for out number 2. Tony Perez 0 for 2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed on a slider, strike 3. They do score 1 run. The 3-2 game for Puerto Rico. This game's pretty close. As we go to the top of the 7th, Beltran, then Berrios, then Lindor. It's possible that Berrios is out of the ball game here. Beltran, a solo home run, is second in the playoffs. Is starting to jumpstart his batting average here. Here's a drive to center. Nice catch by Robert for the out. Berrios still in there. Single to right his last time. Here's the 3-2. Drives it to center, base hit. That's the second hit of the game. And he's really helping his cause with those type of swings. Lindor 1 for 3. Here's a 2-1. What a nice stab there by Palmeiro, but not in time. It'll be an infield hit for Lindor's second hit of the game. Almar 1 for 3 today. El Duque is throwing like 96 pitches. He's still within his realm to be effective here. It's the 1-0. Fly ball to left field. Alvarez is under and makes the catch at number 2. And here comes Clemente, who's 0 for 3. There's a 3-2. Weak pop-up to Gurriel to end the inning. Runners on first and second, 2 out, and the Clemente doesn't come through. Bottom of the 7th. Berrios still pitching. 7 strikeouts through 6. Here comes Cristobal Torriente, the pinch hit. 3 for 4 in the playoffs in pinch hitting situations. And the 3-2. Ground ball, nice play there by Lowell. Guarding the line, makes a strong throw for the out. Grandal 0 for 2. Here's the 0-2. Got him. Nice sinker low and in for strike 3. Abreu to come in and pinch hit. Drives it to center. This will be caught by Beltran to end the inning, and through 7, Puerto Rico now with a 3-2 lead with Delgado, Gonzalez, and Ivan Rodriguez coming up. Luis Aloma to now come in. Now come in and pitch. Gave up a run his last relief appearance, but has 1 win and 1 save this postseason. Case Delgado, Gonzalez, and Rodriguez a 3-2. He's given up 5 walks in 6 innings, though. Gonna have to maintain his control. And he doesn't do that. He always struck him out. Nice frame job there by Grandal, and Delgado did not like that call at all. 2 for 3 for Juan Gonzalez with a home run, 2 RBIs. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball to short. Ooh, that ball's bobbled by Cabanera, by Versailles. That'll end the inning. No, that'll be an error. And I'll be out. I'm still 1 down. So bobble by Versailles to put Gonzalez on 1 down. Ivan Rodriguez, first ball hitting. Drives it for extra bases in a left center field gap. Second and third now with 1 out on a double by Rodriguez. Mike Lowell, 0 for 3 today. Second and third, 1 out. The 1-1 infield in. Drives it over the center fielder's head for extra bases. That's going to play it in 2 runs. A 2-run double for Mike Lowell. He's now made it a 5-2 lead. And they blow open the floodgates here. Beltran, can he get another hit here? Drives it to right center. It is caught by Oliva. Lowe will stay right where he is, and they're going to bring in Orlando Cepeda now to replace Berrios. Here's a 2-2. Drives it to right field, caught by Oliva to end the inning, but 2 more runs come in to score on a 2-run double by Mike Lowell. A 5-2 lead. As Jose Berrios will now be replaced by Edwin Diaz. Last game pitched 1 inning, no runs, and got a hold. Still going to do the same here with Gurriel, Robert, and Oliva. A 3-1 to Gurriel. Walks him. Not a good sign there. Robert with a solo home run. He's third of the playoffs. There's the 0-2. And he balked, of all things. Runner at second now, nobody out. A 1-2 to Robert. Drives it to center. It is, what a beautiful catch by Beltran. And not only does he prevent the runner from going to third or scoring, well, he keeps Robert at second, Gurriel at second. Oliva to come on in, 3 for 3 today. 3-2. And they hit him. He didn't like that. But it's first and second now. 1 down. The tying run in Palmeiro coming up. He's 0 for 2. There's a 2-2. Drives it on a base hit. Bases are loaded, 1 down. In comes Jordan Alvarez with the bases loaded. He's 0 for 3 today. He's looking to make a big splash. Here's the 3-1. JC Romero to come in. And he walks in a run. So Alvarez with an bases loaded walk to force in a run. And Gurriel scores to make it 5-3. The bases are still loaded. There's 1 down. Tony Perez coming up. And just 1 out. Here's the 0-1 here. Ground ball to second. He'll go to home for 1. Not in time for 2. But they do get a precious second out. That'll push Versailles, who's not playing short. There's a 2-0 to Versailles. Line drive and a base hit. 2 runs are going to come in and score. As that ball is driven right into the corner. A 2-run double. Versailles with a 2-run double to tie the game at 5. And Romero blows a save. Grandal, second and third, 2 outs. The 1-1. Weak pop-up in foul territory. Under it is Lowell. That'll end the inning. But Cuba scores 3. 5-5 as we head to the top of the 9th now. Lindor, Alomar, and Clemente. Here comes Aroldis, Chapman. who's pitched 5 innings, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. He's going to come in an unsafe situation. Lindor hitting from the right side. Weak ground ball to Chapman. Throw to first, not in time. Infield hit. Nice, but he fought to survive and he survived it. Almond on pitch hitting in the right side. Struck him out looking. What a devastating fastball. Clemente, the 2-0. Throw to second, not in time, and a steal by Lindor. 2-1. They're going to walk Alomar. Clemente set up the double play or a strikeout pot for Delgado, the 3-2. Walks him. The bases are loaded, 1 down for Juan Gonzalez, who has singled and homered in this game, is a 3-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 on a split finger. But that's a brave pitch to throw there. At number 2 and a big pitch. Ivan Rodriguez is 2 for 4 with a double. The 3-2. He hit him. He hit him. Unbelievable. And he scores in a run. And it is now 6-5 Puerto Rico. Unbelievable. Here's Mike Lowell, the bases loaded. He had a 2-run double here to give him the lead to Montez. A drive to NLB extra bases. Mike Lowell strikes again. 1 run scores. 2 run score. 3 run score. A 3-run double. For Mike Lowell. 9-5 Puerto Rico. Here comes Beltran's 1 for 4. Here's the 0-2. Drives it to left. Playable for Alvarez, but the damage is done. They score 4 times in the 9th inning. They have now taken a 9-5 lead. Bottom of the 9th here. And here's J.C. Romero still pitching to face Jose Canseco pinch hitting, Gurriel and Robert. The 3-2 to Canseco. And a walk. Gurriel, the 1-0. Line drive and a base hit up the middle. First and second, nobody out. Robert 1 for 3 with a home run. Willie Hernandez to come in a safe situation. The 1-0. Ground ball to third and second for 1 on a first double play. That was so well turned. They get 2 outs and a runner at third. Oliva, 3 for 3, has walked. Ground ball to second. Alomar will throw to first. Game over. And a 9-5 win for Puerto Rico. They now take a 2-0 series lead. Six runs in the last 2 innings to prevail for Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico wins 9-5, 9 runs, 14 hits, no errors, 5 runs, 7 hits for Cuba in a loss. The winning pitcher is J.C. Romero. He's 1-0. The losing pitcher is Aroldis Chapman. He's 0-1. And the 7th save of the postseason for Willie Hernandez. He's picked up 2 saves in this series in the first 2 games. A blown save by J.C. Romero, the 4th hold for Edwin Diaz, as they held a 5-2 lead and blew it, only to score 4 and win it. So big win for Puerto Rico, as they pick up the win and are now up 2-0, as they now head at home at Haram Bithorn Stadium, playing 3 games over there, and the win at their sales, the win in their sales. Just a lot of hitting here, and Mike Lowell did the damage with a 2-run double in the 8th and a 3-run double in the 9th to put this game away. They now taking a 2-0 series lead. I'd like to thank everybody for listening and following today's game. Please follow us on our YouTube page, World Baseball Association. We'll get games from the Casey Stengel and Connie Mack leagues as we're getting to this closer to the World Baseball Association finals of 2024. I'd like everybody to thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please take care. Have a nice day. And as always, keep smiling. Have a great day, everybody. Bye now.